The Berries Orlando.
Initializing Johnny's house protocol. Positive vibes loading. Entertainment news loading. Random information loading. Sarcastic comments loading. Activating Hall of Fame protocol. Orlando's #1 morning show activated.
Good morning, good morning, good morning.
Wake up, get out of bed. I make sure the radio's the first thing I turn on when I am in my car.
Dude, it's a cool show.
It gives me an actual reason to listen to the radio. Y'all ready?
Hold on to your flag.
Orlando's #1 hit music station.
This is Johnny's house.
On XL 106.7.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is 6:02. And it's Friday, y'all.
It's Friday, bitches.
Oh, yeah.
Just a minute, Jeff.
It's Friday, bitches.
6:02. It is Friday. A lot of sunshine today. A little windy. A high today of 82, 63 right now.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
Talk about annoying.
What?
I mean, us.
I
Kidding.
was like, who?
No, just kidding. So I love me some Betty White. She is 99.
Yep.
And she often credited her longevity, or, when she did talk about her longevity, with junk food. She reportedly ate a hot dog every day. She also loved her vodka. She didn't stop there. She would have chocolate cake for breakfast.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, she mentions vodka a lot too, where I'm like, wow. So it's funny when you talk to older people and they're like, oh, this is why I think I lived this long, or this is why I'm, still around. So with her, junk food and vodka and basically chocolate cake for breakfast.
There was an old comedian way back in the day. His name was George Burns. And he smoked 2 cigars a day.
That's wild.
I know.
Isn't that like 10 cigarettes?
Yeah, he's like, what was your longevity? He said, I drink vodka and I smoked cigarettes. And he always had a cigar in his mouth. Even on TV back then, he had a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah. So a list of the nicest celebrities according to BuzzFeed, and I'm not surprised by these.
Hold on. Let me get my sound effects here.
Mr. Rogers, who is local. Yes. He made people feel like they were the only person in the room when he was talking to you.
Yep.
Ethan Hawke. He was asking more questions about like the person that he was talking to. And like, it seemed like he was an old friend. He was more interested in like the person that he was talking to than himself.
Okay.
Cameron Diaz, at the end of the day, she was dropping her ski gear off, this person said, and she was talking about how like her arms were full or whatever, and she offered to help the employee that was working at the restaurant.
Really?
Yeah, she was like, oh, do you need help? But she like stopped and everything to see if she needed help.
Okay.
Robin Williams, of course.
Yeah.
So I was like, these are such good people. But so I feel like there are good celebrities out there, no matter what you hear.
You could be a good celebrity, but if somebody catches you on a bad day,
yeah, I know.
You know what I'm saying? And everybody has those days.
Yeah. So the band Something Corporate, some people might know them, some people might not. But they broke down what they actually make for live shows. So for a recent concert where tickets cost like $70, they pocketed about $10 per ticket.
Oh,
so,
okay.
I mean, there's a lot there's a lot of artists that are coming out and that they're talking about, mostly bands, I feel like, are coming out right now and talking about how much they actually make off of the ticket prices.
Really?
Yeah. So they had to pay nearly $104,000 in costs related to the venue. Like to have people like working the stage and all that stuff. And so, but the time that they actually made out, it was like $10 per ticket that they made.
Out of a $70 ticket.
Out of a $70 ticket. And I'm like, that's a smaller band.
Yeah.
So obviously, like, it's different for bigger bands.
Well, the bigger bands, they bring their own stuff. All they want is the venue.
I know.
When they subsidize it with sponsors. So like everything's presented by somebody.
Yeah.
And that's where they make a ton of money because they pay most of your hard costs. Then you can keep your ticket price.
Yeah. True. At the price that the show had the potential to generate $200,000, but obviously what they had to pay for all of that. So CBS News is the one that's breaking down a lot of these like smaller bands and artists who like what they make off of concert tickets.
Now, if you took how much we got paid, the company got paid in commercials.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
And how much they pay us.
Right.
Yeah, it's very similar.
Yeah,
Very simple.
but like a big band would have a sponsor on it.
Yeah.
And like I remember it's probably like only like 20 years ago maybe that they started doing that, presented by Budweiser, and then they paid for all your hard costs.
Yeah.
And they got tons of mentions, and then you got all your ticket money.
And you know what you're going to get going into it. All right, updates, what we've been up to. We're going to share it with you next on Friday. It's Johnny's House.
Future health weight loss.
Get access to weight loss meds like Ozempic, Zepbound, and pill options if you don't like injections from futurehealth.com. The meds eliminate hunger and cravings while Future Health handles the rest. Best results, best price, all online with no insurance needed. Join those losing 10 pounds in their first month. Visit futurehealth.com, future without the E, to start losing weight this week.
Future health weight loss.
Data based on independent study sponsored by Future Health. Future Health is not a healthcare services provider. Meds are prescribed at provider's discretion.
Why go to just another sports bar when you can go to Crush Yard? The food, amazing. The drinks, top shelf. Craft beers, a gajillion of them. And then the big surprise, pickleball, all indoor on pristine new courts. So that's it, right? Wrong, because we've also got ping pong, cornhole, and a full arcade for the kids. So, Kissimmee, when the temps rise, cool off with the best food, games, and fun at the hottest new spot in town. Visit crushyard.com and follow us on social for details. See you down at the yard.
It's never been done before. iHeartRadio and America's favorite TV show, Wheel of Fortune, come together for 1 week only.
It is the moment we have all been waiting for.
Music lovers from across the country play for incredible iHeartRadio experiences.
iHeartRadio Jingle Ball Concert. Music Festival. iHeartRadio Music Award.
And you can win too. Play along all week at wheeloffortune.com and you could find yourself at an unforgettable iHeartRadio event.
Let's see where we're going.
Ryan brings his two worlds of radio and TV together for this unprecedented collaboration and welcomes some very special guests.
I'm here with Megan Trainor. How about Keith Urban?
This is Flavor Flav.
We are Lady A. The winners come back Friday to play with 3 multi-platinum selling artists.
Congratulations!
iHeartRadio Week on Wheel of Fortune all this week.
Visit wheeloffortune.com for more information on where to watch and how to win.
iHeartRadio Week on Wheel of Fortune with me, Ryan Seacrest. Check it out.
Did you know that there are more than 80 runners from Central Florida competing in this year's Boston Marathon, presented by Bank of America? For some, running Boston is a bucket list experience. Others are determined to break a personal record, but thousands of runners are doing it for a good cause. Together, we can help them raise money and make a difference. So find a runner, help a cause. Give if you can at BofA.com/help-a-cause. What would you like the power to do? Bank of America, presenting partner of the Boston Marathon. References to charitable organizations are not an endorsement by Bank of America Corporation. Copyright 2025.
This weekend, only at Macy's, it's our lowest prices of spring. How low? Diamond rings, pendants, and earrings, only $399, originally $1,500. Ninja blenders, now $89.99. And $395 men's designer suits, only $99.99. So if you're wondering why you should shop Macy's lowest prices sale, well, the name pretty much says it all. It's our lowest prices for 1 weekend only. Going on now at Macy's. Savings off already reduced prices. Exclusions apply.
Today, it will rain. Or maybe not. Let's be honest, we have no idea. XL Weather.
Orange County is adding 2 new commission districts. Your voice matters. Visit ocfl.net/redistricting.
That's the weekend. It's Johnny's house. It is 6:20. Sunshine. They say breezy. Gusty winds up to like 22 miles an hour. No thing of rain. 82 is a high. It is 63 right now. Man, I've been busy all week. Yesterday was the one that I wasn't looking forward to. I was gone all day. Let's see. I left here. Didn't make it to the meeting that we had, but I was listening to it. Went over to the Mall of Millennia, their personal styling suite. I was getting dressed and fitted for Runway to Hope. I'm hosting it again this weekend, putting on suits that I can't afford suits. Hugo Boss suits.
Yeah.
And stuff like
Yeah, fancy stuff.
But I got photos and stuff.
Nice. Well, that's what you should do for sure. Take a bunch of pictures.
Yeah.
Had to leave there at 1:15 to go to school, get in the car line, pick the kid up. He had a dental appointment at 3, so we had to get from where I live to Waterford Lakes area in 30 minutes.
Oh my goodness.
We were a little late.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's all not really possible.
Yeah, so we got there and it's like, well, we don't we need to make this happen. There will be an appointment today. Somebody's gonna see these teeth.
Right.
So I got back home probably like maybe 6. You got a bite to eat. Call the girlfriend like, I'm tired. Good night.
Yeah.
that was the conversation. And got up this morning. Here we are. Ray, how about you?
It was good. We had that meeting yesterday, which was very informative.
It was.
Yeah. And then after that, I did go home and take a nap.
Look at you bragging.
I know. I needed it yesterday.
Very boastful.
Yes. But then after that, I did get up and I went for like a nice little walk and I cleaned my house.
Hey.
Just getting ready for the weekend, basically.
Yeah, because it's going to be nice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, after this one, it's going to get hot all over again. Mr. Brian Grimes.
It was cool. The meeting yesterday was good. Usually we have meetings and I'm like, man, I could have been working that, wasting my time. But there was actually some useful, helpful information in it, which was cool. So did that. But then it's like sparked 3 other meetings because of some of the information in that meeting. So I didn't get my work done here until like 3 p.m. So at that point, nap's out of the picture.
Yeah.
So I got home and then I was like, well, I'll just go to bed early. But then my wife wanted to go to dinner. So we went and ate outside. It was nice. We went to Yellow Dog Eats. That place.
That place is so good.
It's in the middle of a neighborhood.
It is. If you don't know where it is, it's like
right. It's like someone's backyard, but it's the food is so good. And it's nice to sit outside. So we did that. And then we found a little bakery on the way home. And we was going to get one little sweet because, we're both trying to not eat crazy. But then we walked out with half the bakery.
We're going to talk about places you can't be trusted in because that sounds like one that
yes,
you cannot be.
It is for me. And I was mad. I told my wife I shouldn't even eat dinner. I should just had all this cake for dinner. Wasted all my calories.
Brian mentioned this morning. I'm saying, well, so where is it?
Oh, no shame. I ate most of it last night.
Good.
And then I fell asleep with sugar on my face.
Oh, man.
I woke up this morning with crumbs on myself going, hey.
Crumbs done.
That's delicious.
I left myself a little breakfast treat.
Aged tres leche is good.
So good.
Nerese.
Very eventful. Yeah. So after the show, I did that meeting with you guys, which was, very helpful. Let's see. Immediately after that, I went to go get my hair done. So much fun with my hairstylist. I mean, it's like tea time. We catch up.
Yeah.
Getting my hair done, had a little glass of wine, and then headed straight to the Orlando Valkyries game. Great win, by the way. And then I was gonna do more work after because I'm like, today I'm like pushing it. Same thing. Like we are all having a very busy week.
Yeah.
And like immediately after this show, I got to get ready and go to South Florida. And I was like, should I just do more work? And I looked at the clock. It said 9:30. I was like, no.
Ooh.
So I just went home. I packed, and I was like, I'm gonna just have to push through it today. So.
Sleeping here is like bragging on you got extra money.
Yeah.
So Ray came in talking about, I got a whole bag of money yesterday.
I said what?
We talk about, I got a nap or got a bag of money. I don't know what that feels like. But that's what happens when you get up this early in the morning. We come back, we're going to talk about places you can't be trusted. You go in these places, money will be spent. We'll get into that coming up on Johnny's House. 6:35. It is Friday. It's Johnny's house. Sunshine and 82 is our high. It is 63 right now. So, Brian, you had a nice little night out with your wife last night, and you wanted to stop the night off with a little something sweet.
Right, because I like dessert. I'm a dessert person.
Okay.
We're both eating better, so because we're trying to, be healthy and whatnot. So, we went to dinner, and it was cool. And then she started looking up like places for dessert places in the area.
Okay.
And she found this place, and it's over by you, kind of. It's by Windermere High School. It's called Fortuna Bakery.
Okay.
It's right on the corner where Agave Azul is.
Oh yeah.
Right next to Josie's Wings.
Yes.
So it's right there.
Okay.
Man, don't go in there. I'm telling you, you're gonna walk out with everything in your hands. So we went in, and I'm like, all right, I'm gonna get one thing, just one thing. And I walked in, and the first thing that caught my eye is the strawberry shortcake. It was shiny.
It was
and
beautiful.
It's glistening.
Beautiful.
I said, oh, I'm getting the strawberry shortcake. And then I looked over. I said, oh, wait, they got cheesecake. Oh, they got Oreo. Okay, so I'm gonna get the strawberry shortcake, but I'm also gonna get the Oreo cheesecake. And then I looked down. Oh, they got what? I see tres leches. They got cuatro leches, 4 leches. I said, what? Excuse me, what is this? She said, oh, they got caramel. Oh, let me get both of those because I like regular and I like caramel.
Okay.
So I walked out with 2 strawberry shortcakes,
Let's go.
a caramel tres leche and a regular one, and Oreo cheesecake, and some other
really
delicious dessert contraption. Yeah, I walked out with 6 things.
How many of those things did you eat and consume?
Last night I ate a little bit of 3 of them because I figured I want to try them all. So
the prices had to be very reasonable.
It wasn't so bad. I walked out and I think my total was only like $43, which is not bad. It's not terrible.
I was walking out of the I was entering the food court at the Mall of Millennia, and right there on the last kiosk is a bakery. And they looked at me because I slow rolled it. They looked at me like, is he gonna buy? Is he just he just creeping?
Dude, so the little strawberry shortcake I got, it got shiny stuff on top. Like, I mean, it was nice. They have a full one on the top shelf. I'm like, whoa, how much for the full one? But I'm like, no, let me get a slice. When I get near desserts, I can't be trusted.
Mm-hmm. So we want to find out places that you just can't be trusted in. And I have 2. One is Ollie's. I love Ollie's.
Yeah.
A lot of businesses go out of business because you don't support them. And then when they're gone, you say, damn, so-and-so has closed. When I go into Ollie's, I plan to spend some money. I got every seasoning you can ever imagine. I got books. I got books on cooking. I got bars of soap that I'll probably never use.
Okay. One
day I went in there and found roses.
Like real roses?
That you put in it, you had to plant them. You put them in the ground.
Seeds.
No. Just it was
the bushes.
The bushes.
Okay.
Yes, they were wrapped up, and they said put some water on them, and they come to life.
Apparently, some store over ordered them, right? So they end up at Ollie's.
Yes. And my other one, of course, y'all know, the Polo Store.
Oh yeah.
I cannot go in the Polo Store. I cannot do it. Yeah. I don't even. 2 places I stop myself going: Krispy Kreme and the Polo Store. Because guaranteed money out of my pocket.
Yeah, I could see that.
Ray, where can't you be trusted?
TJ Maxx. Yep. Home Goods.
Yep.
Marshalls.
That's right.
You're a Maxinista.
I am a Maxinista.
Yeah.
Ray said that without hesitation.
Yeah.
You know what? We have a plan to go to iDrive today to go look at some stuff, and there is a great Home Goods right around the corner that I'm already planning on hitting up.
Wow.
Yes. I quickly, if I'm in like a new area and I have some time to waste, I'm like, let me open my app to see if there's a good location nearby.
They're building the new TJ Maxx in my neighborhood.
Tell me when it's opening. I'll be there. Because when the opening week is the best week.
Ray said, I ain't never visited you, but you tell me where it's at, I'll be right over here.
You can stay at my house for the night, so you hit it twice.
Perfect. I like it.
Right outside the bakery, there's a place you can't be trusted.
Oh, a bar.
The bar.
Yeah.
A bar. Doris.
Yeah.
Oh, well, let me tell you. It looks like the studio right here in Excel 1067. Y'all want to get to the point of getting a lie detector in here. But outside of that, Amazon.
Amazon.
That's bad.
Yes.
It's everywhere.
Yes.
Everywhere you are, there it is.
Amazon. Oh my goodness. I can recall times that I've sat right here and we talked about something, and during a commercial break, I got that something. I had to sit to my house, and it was there at my house.
Oh, wow. I do that numerous times. Yeah. I have an Amazon store card, so it's not real money to me.
Me too.
Goodness.
And then you get rewards, and then they give you money back.
And it's not due for 30 days with interest.
What's a place that you cannot be trusted because you're guaranteed to spend some money? Got a pair of tickets. See Crime Junkie Podcast live Friday, April 18th. edition of Financial Arena. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. You can't be trusted because you're going to spend money. Call us and let us know now in Johnny's house. 6:51 on a Friday, Orlando's #1 hit music station. That's Billie Eilish, Birds of a Feather. Sunny, mostly sunny, and 82 is our high. It is 63 right now. I want to find out what are some places you just cannot be left alone in. You can't be trusted because you're going to spend some money. Somebody's getting a pair of tickets to the Crime Junkie Podcast live Friday, April 18th, edition Financial Arena. Let's go all the way to Lakeland and Danny. Hey, Danny.
Hey, good morning, guys.
Danny, you can't be trusted in this place. What is it?
Target, easily.
That's the running joke.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you go in for one thing, you leave with like literally half the store.
I made the mistake not thinking because it hadn't been a while, and I went into a Target let me go in early on a Saturday, and it's gonna be, man, everybody cousin was up in there on a is that Saturday morning the Target time?
Yeah, it feels like it. It
Good.
feels like it. It doesn't matter what time you go in there. It's always crazy.
Oh yeah, and it's one of them super Targets too, because you had groceries. And
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like,
groceries, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Mhm.
We'll put you down for that. You hold on a second, and going over to Merritt Island and Jennifer. Hey, Jennifer.
Good morning, Johnny.
How are you?
I'm perfect. How about you? It's Friday. I'm so thankful.
I know. Same here. Same here. So where can't you be trusted, girl?
Ulta and Sephora.
I heard about
I
those
walk
places.
in there. It's at least $100, probably $200 every time. I have a 18-year-old daughter, so I mean, there's always something needed for hair or face or
I would
something like that. But
never go in there with her.
Really?
if I had an 18-year-old girl, I'd be like, nope.
Really?
it's horrible. We spent $200 on a hairdryer, Johnny.
Oh
no! Is Ultra? Is that?
Ray, you know what's up?
Yeah.
Is that like a beauty superstore?
Ulta, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I've
They
never
have everything.
I've never gone in there, but I know it's lit up and it's always packed.
Yep, it's awesome. It's great. You can find everything that you never need for your face in there or hair, but we love it, and she loves it, and it makes her happy, and she's a great kid. So
Listen, will you love me less if I bought you a $19 hairdryer?
Right, 'cause here's what it does. It blows hot air. That's what it does.
I know, but it's like her hair gets all poofy and frizzy. I mean, I got to keep her pretty. She loves it. So, I mean,
listen.
she takes care of me. I take care of her.
That's it. You're not complaining. I think that's beautiful. You can tell you have a great relationship with your daughter.
When the dude with no hair is questioning your hair dryer. So
I mean, he still has to do stuff to his
Listen.
scalp,
I have a hairdryer in my house because I used to have a dog.
It's called a towel.
No, I really do have a hairdryer. When I used to watch the dog. So if someone comes to my house, you got a hairdryer? Oh, I think I got one under the sink somewhere. No, I got you. Hold on. I don't think I paid $200.
No.
Yeah, they got those at TJ Maxx.
What's the difference though?
I don't know.
No, I'm
I
just
mean,
kinda curious.
some of them are like they have different settings, or,
different
like,
attachments. Yeah, my wife has a bunch of
Really?
that stuff. Yeah,
Okay.
and she ain't got hardly no hair.
Mine is just that basic one that looks like a gun.
Yeah.
You just
Mine folds.
Oh, that's
okay.
Holly from Winter Haven. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Good, Holly. What's a place you can't be trusted in?
The Bin Store.
What is that?
It is from Amazon, and they have bins that, like, they'll have Monday is $1, Tuesday $3.
Are these returns?
Stuff that's been, yes, sir. And then they have these mystery boxes that have not been opened, that have been from Amazon, and they put so much stuff in it. Well, one time I opened it up and I got a Michael Kors purse, a game station, iPhone.
So, question: is this the place that people line up to get into?
The one in Lake Wales in Winter Haven is called Eagle Ridge Mall. It doesn't get that busy because it's a boring.
No, they have
mall.
one here that people line
Yeah.
up like crazy on certain days.
Sometimes I've went there and there's been like, it's never been a line, but it's been crowded.
The Bin store. I'm gonna have to look at that. Ray, what they saying over there, girl?
Somebody said Costco. Costco gets me
Yes.
every time.
Yes,
that's another one.
I had to stop going to Costco because unless I'm getting paper goods, like
Yeah.
paper towel. Because other than that, it's just me and my son.
Yeah.
I don't need 18 pounds of mixed nuts.
Plus, they have an all-terrain vehicle at the front door, and I'm like, wow, we need that.
Right. They got a trampoline. I'm like, my kids might want that.
No, you don't need that. Brian, what is it?
ExxonMobil powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact, need a check. It's a no-brainer. Just call Attorney Dan Newland. Someone said the gun shop. I'm always buying something when I go in there. Someone else said Bass Pro Shop. I come out with thousands of dollars of new fishing reels, baits, shirts, everything.
I do like going to the back. I mean, I'm never going to buy anything in there. I went in once because I was going somewhere cold and needed some long johns.
Yeah.
And I went in there, but I'm looking around like, wow.
It is a cool spot.
This is, and they have the the four-wheelers. They got boats.
They sell boats.
Trucks. You got everything you need.
The funny thing is, Johnny was staring at the same bakery that I went to yesterday. Just a different location.
It was
yesterday.
The one I walked past in the mall.
Yeah.
It's the same one.
Fortuna. They have one. Yeah, they have one in Windermere. That's where I went.
In the mall of the Millennia.
Johnny said he was window shopping the bakery at the mall of Millennia. It's the same bakery.
Same bakery.
So you saw all the deliciousness that I got.
And I'm slowly walking by, and the girl's looking at me, smile like, come get something. I'm just like.
She knows she knows an addict. When she sees one.
She's a sugar addict.
Yeah.
Come over here. You want a sample?
I pulled the trigger for you.
All right, Danny from Lakeland, we're gonna hook you up with those tickets to Crime Junkie Live podcast. Ray, what you got?
2 celebrities just had a short marriage, and we didn't even know about it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
3 minutes away on Johnny's house.
Coming up in just 3 minutes, Lady Gaga.
Bruno Mars.
Shine with a Smile. XL 1067. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so this is pretty crazy. Did you know that Tony Braxton and Birdman got married?
I thought they broke up.
No, they got married. Well, now they broke up. But so they were married and nobody knew. And it seems like the honeymoon period was great, but it was pretty short. They were together for 8 months. And
wow.
That was it. So
but they dated for years, though.
Yeah. So they got married and nobody really knew, but it's like they were, just kidding. They were married for 2 weeks. So they had been together for 8 months, this says. That they were officially together out in public for 8 months, and then they got married for 2 weeks and then got divorced.
Somebody cheated then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
too.
but or they found out you had cheated when you were supposed to be together.
Yeah.
Or they tried to bring a goat in somewhere, and then at that point, you're like, okay,
too much.
Too much.
So swatting is still a thing. Nicki Minaj was the latest one to get swatted yesterday. And so the crazy thing is that she was just named the best female rapper of all time. And so law enforcement actually had to swarm her LA property on Wednesday night, so 2 nights ago, and they responded to a report of a shooting at her house.
Wow.
And so, of course, they rushed over there around 7 o'clock, and they received a report that there was like an assault that was happening. So obviously, it was a swatting
And
call.
the thing is, you just can't go to the door and they say nothing happening here. They got to check it out.
Yeah, they have to check
They have to
everything.
check anything out. Yeah.
But I'm like, why are people still doing that?
They're bored.
Yeah.
Somebody's back somewhere going,
I guess. So Ed Sheeran is contemplating moving to country.
really wants to try a country album?
Yeah.
Okay.
So at some point in his career, he said, once you transition to country, you can't transition back, which I feel like isn't true because
no.
Taylor Swift did it.
Yeah.
Beyonce's probably not going to stick with country.
Yeah.
So he said that it's a genre that you really have to respect.
Yeah,
and
that's what he's
so,
saying.
Yeah.
He's saying that so country fans was like, okay, he's really legit. He's
Yes.
not over here playing around and planning on going back.
He's not far off from it already.
I was thinking
honestly.
the same thing.
Like, you know, his vibe already has a little country to it.
And he's shared the stage with like Luke Combs before,
Yeah.
Chris Stapleton. So he has, friends in the country
Mhm.
industry. But he's like, I feel like I have to do it properly. And once you do that transition, you
Yeah.
got to do it, show some respect for the country world.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Did you see the Olympics are really pushing some gender equality when the
Okay.
games come to Los
No.
Angeles?
No, what's going on?
So the organization is announcing that men and women will compete together in a lot more teams and events in 2028, including golf,
Yeah.
track,
Yeah.
and gymnastics.
Track has been done before. It's like you can have, let's say you have a 4-person relay team, 2 men, 2 women.
Oh, so
Okay.
you got to decide who's going to run at what time.
Yeah. So the International Olympic Committee revealed its plans, and they were like, we see a lot of sports that are successfully pulled off with, mixing genders.
Mhm.
And so men and women competing in the same team on the same field of play for their country is going to be pretty good to see.
Okay.
And like you said, track has kind of already dabbled in it.
Yeah.
Golf, which was strictly has been like individually men
Mhm.
and women's. So that's going to be
I think
different.
I don't play golf, but I think the difference is the tee.
Yeah, they're gonna have to adjust that because women hit from a closer tee.
Yeah.
So every hole's yardage is shorter
Mhm.
than the men's hole's yardage.
Wow.
So if you did like a 2 men, 2
Oh,
women
yeah.
team, the women would tee from the
This
women's
one to
tees,
it,
the
they
men
got
would tee from the men's
Yeah.
tees, and you're combining the scores.
Well, that's how it is. Like if you go to a golf course, there's like,
Right.
different.
Yes. So they'd have to do it that way
do
because
it.
you can't have, a woman teeing off against Tiger Woods. It's
Yeah.
just not fair.
That's true.
Because Tiger Woods is going to crush it.
Some
Off the
other
tee, off the tee.
Yeah, some other information that they just announced. Women will make up the majority of the athlete pool. 50%, 50.5%. So just a slight little boost for women. And all sports will have at least the same number of men and women's teams. So it's going to be
Okay.
different.
I think that extra percentage is the water ballet, because I've never seen a man's water ballet. That's when they're in the water and they flip up the side and they're kicking the legs.
Yeah.
Do they have men's team? Because I've never seen one.
Never seen one.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So I think that's what that extra 4%.
Is it called water ballet?
I don't know what it's called.
I think it's synchronized swimming.
Synchronized swimming.
I
I'm
just
like,
said that so y'all would know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about. but
synchronized swimming.
synchronized
Yeah.
swimming. Yeah. I think that's a favorite sport because they're underwater smiling.
yeah.
Because they got the camera.
I've got there going.
Look at Brian move. I think he's drowning.
Yeah.
Go help him. What's trending is on the way next on Johnny's House. It's Johnny's house, 7:09. It's Friday morning. A lot of sunshine today. Beautiful day and a beautiful weekend ahead of us. Gusty winds, but it's going to be sunny and 82. It is 63 right now. Nerese, what is trending now?
Yes. So earlier this week, I had talked about the Minecraft movie phenomenon where the viewers would go crazy during the chicken jockey scene. So real quick, chicken jockey in the video game Minecraft is when a baby zombie rides a chicken, which is apparently a rare occurrence.
Yeah.
So this has become a huge trend with these teens and kids where they go wild during the scene, throwing popcorns, drinks, yelling, jumping around from their seat.
I saw one of the theaters. There was popcorn everywhere.
The aftermath video was crazy.
And then the police came out, and it was like, wow, okay.
Well, there is a whole other viral video right now going around of that happening, but someone brought an actual chicken into the movie theater. And then you actually see this happening. Like everyone's going buck wild crazy. And then you pan over all the way near towards the screen of the actual movie theater. This guy pulls out a freaking chicken.
No.
Yes.
See, now y'all gone too far.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah, the phenomenon has gotten a lot of attention from the director, Jared Hess, and he's calling the reaction, quote, bananas and fun. But he's also
Did he
acknowledging
plan it
that
that way, or was it just something that just
I
took
don't
off?
know. I think it just kind of happened. It's a trend. Yeah.
I told you when my son went, he said they went crazy during certain parts of the movie. That's one of them. Now he went to one of the less tame where they just yelled and jumped around. There was no popcorn being thrown everywhere, but I could see why the director likes it because he's like, look what I created.
No, for real.
I tell my son, just get a handful. Don't dump that whole bag of popcorn. You know how much that stuff costs?
Right.
Just get a little handful.
You're going to bring some stunt popcorn from Aldi.
It's kind of like you can already tell like kids going up to the kiosk just being like, oh, I want popcorn. It's like, you're going to watch Minecraft? Here's a small.
Yeah, no joke. All right.
The director of Kick-Ass and Kingsman, Matthew Vaughn, I think I'm saying that correctly, and Cristiano Ronaldo, they're working together and launched a new independent film studio called Your Marv. So the goal behind this production is to blend together elite sport and Hollywood filmmaking. Both Matthew and Cristiano mentioned that they really wanted to revolutionize traditional movie making with cutting edge technology while honoring cinematic tradition. So they've already completed like 2 action films and are developing a third one. It's all part of the same
what are
series.
these films? How come we heard about it?
I looked into it. I tried looking it up everywhere. I was like, I don't know why I can't find it. So there's no true information on those films just yet, but obviously I'll keep you posted.
Somebody got some money they're trying to invest. Now, if it works, they'll revolutionize the industry. If not, somebody wasted a whole lot of money.
Yeah, but this is really showing a lot of interest from Cristiano Ronaldo's look into media because he's already invested in Portuguese media, and he even launched his own YouTube channel, Your Cristiano, which is doing very well.
He got money.
Yeah, he got money.
Yeah, he does.
Hope it works out for him. All right, our girl, it's going to be a beautiful weekend to get out. So we're going to talk to her, Susie, the foodie. She's up next on Johnny's House. 7:23 Friday morning. 82 is a high, 63 right now, and mostly sunny. It is Friday, and that's when we talk to our girl, Susie the foodie. Hey, Susie.
Good morning.
Now, Susie hit me up with something earlier this week. And if you've listened to the show, you know I was a fan of this place in Charlotte called Price's Chicken Coop.
Yes.
And it was the best chicken. I even told Susie to go, and Susie agreed. It's one of the best chicken you ever had. Is that correct, Susie?
Yes.
Uh-oh, she's breaking up. Well, she sent me this article out of Charlotte that the chicken coop is opening up again.
Nice.
And it's at this place called the Uptown Cabaret.
Oh.
So I said, hey, Susie, Uptown Cabaret is a strip club. So I said, Susie, go check it out. Go to the strip club and get it. Now, Susie, I told all my family about it, right?
Yeah.
So I finally opened the article that you gave me, and I think they're messing with us, Susie. I don't think it's really opening. And I'm going to read this. Girl, you tell me what you think.
Uh-oh.
Okay. Now, you got to understand the terminology. It is a place that sells chicken.
Yes.
So when I say certain things, they're talking about chicken and not women.
Because I even made the joke of
Yes.
breasts and thighs.
And they did too.
Okay.
It said Price's Chicken Coop and Uptown Cabaret plans to reopen in a new location called South End. That's a new part of town, South End, Charlotte, in 2025. Previously well known for late night breakfast buffet, the Uptown Cabaret will recapture the magic of partnering with Price's Chicken Coop. Now here we go. Price's Chicken Coop closed back in 2021 after 60 years, leaving behind a gaping hole in the fabric of South End that only two large breasts and thick, juicy thighs could fill.
Gotcha.
Wow.
And then it goes, fans of Price's famous fried chicken can now rejoice to start in 2025. A late night guest will now go to the Uptown Cabaret location in South End and receive a full serving of breast and thighs with no cover.
Can I ask you if that article was published on April 1st?
No.
I didn't even think of that.
Oh, I
Was
told
it?
my family.
Y'all got.
We got got.
Y'all got.
Wait, was it really on April?
I don't know. You hit me. Let me see.
I'm just looking. Now's the 11th, so it's
Yeah.
been 10 days since then. You told me about a week ago, so who knows
Okay.
when this could have gone up.
She texted me Saturday. Susie texted me last Saturday, a week ago.
That's the 4th.
So it probably did.
So it probably went up on April 1st. You guys got.
Man.
Oh my gosh, that is so disappointing. I was so excited to finally get it again. I was like, this is the best thing ever. I have to tell Johnny.
And you
like-
did. As soon as he said, I'll go to that strip club and check it out. And I said, you check it out and let me know. And I'll let the family know. Because I will. And I think I told y'all, I will go to that strip club.
Yes.
And told me, give me 2 boxes. I don't want to see no dances, but give me 2 boxes. We got
Oh,
God.
man.
Wow.
That is so disappointing.
Damn.
I mean, it would be a collab made in heaven. Like,
I couldn't understand. I'm like, Susie, that's a strip club.
Well, I didn't know what it was.
I know. You didn't know, but I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. That I told Susie, I said, I think one of the younger sons or something may have
Sold the name.
yes, to the owner of the strip club. And we got. Well, damn.
Dang, that's a disappointment.
yeah.
Well, now that we figured that out.
I mean, women and chicken, why not?
Breast and thighs, baby.
Yes.
Breast and thighs.
Yes, I read
it
it like
would be a good late night snack.
Heck yeah.
the thing that gave it away is that the chicken's only available from midnight to 4 a.m.
Oh, yes. This was published on April 1st.
Oh, you found it, Brian?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Mm-hmm.
They got us. All right.
I saw it,
I
in
see.
my defense, I saw it after April 1st.
I see Susie's name on the people who like the post.
Susie was excited. Susie's gonna visit Charlotte and go to a strip club looking for some chicken.
Sounds about like a great Saturday to me.
I love it. Hey, this is perfect. Someone needs to tell them how full circle this came.
Wow.
And that we're talking about it on the
Yeah.
radio 10 days later in Orlando.
Wow.
That's true.
That's
I'm
awesome.
officially embarrassed.
You're embarrassed. I told my family. I said, they said, oh, Chris is trying to send us to a strip club.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's funny.
That's funny.
Okay, Susie, what recommendations do you have? Oh, man. That's funny.
All right.
Okay.
So there is a restaurant here in Orlando serving up all you can eat pizza, but in the style of Texas de Brazil.
Yes, girl, I made my reservation.
I love it.
They even have a flan Pizza. It is like right near Disney, but they pretty much come up to you with a pizza and they're like, "Do you want a slice?" And you say yes or no, and then they give it to you, and then
wow,
it's like that.
I told Ray, I said, Ray, you're a thin girl. You are not going to be able to take advantage of the delicacies that they have in a place like this.
It's for my girlfriend's birthday,
That's
and
where-
she could throw down.
That's for people like me and Johnny.
That's right. We go in there and go down up in there. All right.
I know that's right. All right.
Uh-huh.
So I had the best poke I've ever had in Orlando at Ryan's Ocean Room here. It's in East End Market.
Okay. Now, you know what I have to ask you? Was it life-changing?
I think, yeah. Yeah, because in the U.S., you don't find like a lot of people who have like the super fresh fish, poke.
Mm-hmm.
In Hawaii, it's like fish that's just caught and then tossed in the sauce. And it was really, really good. Even Ken said it was the best he's had here in Orlando. And he's from LA.
Yeah.
You got to try that.
Okay. All right. Continue.
Good news for all of the pop culture people. You can now get the Hailey Bieber smoothie at Soho Juice Bar.
And what's in it?
It's like a strawberry smoothie. I had it at Erewhon, and it's kind of like a strawberry banana smoothie. I'm not sure if they do the same, but everyone says it tastes like a glazed strawberry donut.
Really?
Nice.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, hopefully it's not $20 like the one in Erewhon. But.
Okay.
And then last but not least, there's a super cool spot on iDrive called Bora Bora. They have acai bowl, snacks, ice cream, and even the viral Dubai chocolate strawberries in a Dubai chocolate crepe.
Now, I said today, I want to try that $18 strawberry everybody's talking about.
Yeah.
So if they have it, I'm going to have to go check that place out.
I had one similar in Japan. They're really, really, really good. Like the best strawberry you've ever had.
That's what they all say. And there was a lady that said she did it, and it was so good, she went back the next day to get another one. I'm like, I'd be mad because it costs $20.
Yeah, I couldn't do that.
But it's like a once-in-a-lifetime experience,
Okay. All right. Well, Susie, thank you for sharing that information.
Sorry to ruin
Honestly,
y'all's.
This is like so disappointing to me. That
It's disappointing you. I told my family.
Sorry to ruin your weekend. If you would have read me that last
I didn't
week,
read it.
I would have probably said last week.
I didn't read it.
This is
And
the
it's like-
first I'm hearing the story.
Because my sister said, send me. I was talking to her yesterday. She said, send me the article. I'm like, let me read it for. Oh, damn.
See, that's the problem with these social media posts. though. They
Yes.
get posted on, April Fools, but it still pops up
Yeah.
weeks
Yes.
later. So
Right.
you're like, oh,
But
dang.
it's truly believable because there's people here that go to the strip clubs for lunch to
Yes,
get a
of
steak.
course.
Yeah, that's why
And
we're
I'm
like,
like-
oh, this must be great.
And I told myself, I'll go in there and they said, you don't need to take, no, I need 2 big boxes of chicken. That's all I
Right,
need.
to go.
To go.
Right. But if I could look at some movies while I wait.
Why not?
Susie, thank you. You have a beautiful weekend, okay?
You too. Thank you all.
All right. Bye-bye. Damn.
Sorry.
Damn.
Hey, look, at least I told you before you got home.
Because I was going to look for it. I was going.
There's your silver lining.
Got another one. What do you need? Oh, what a chicken at?
And you came from Orlando?
Yeah. Sarah's a joke. All right, we come back. Gonna talk about some crazy school punishments on Johnny's House. 734, sunny and 82 is our high. Raise is still 63 out there, ma'am.
It is
63 right now. There's a teacher in trouble, and whenever we do these stories locally, I don't give out names because, again, they're going through enough on their own for me to be putting the business out on the radio. But if you do the research, you can find out who it is. An assistant principal in trouble, and they said that there was a kid who got in trouble. He threw a paper ball across the classroom during a test. That is so school to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So they sent this person to the office, and there was 2 witnesses there. And they said that the assistant principal told the teen to rub her feet since he didn't know anything better to do with his hands. Oh my God. And she is accused of taking off her shoes, placing her legs across his lap, and he did what he was told to do. And he is in trouble for doing so. I mean, she's in trouble. Yeah. I mean, she got to. Of course, my computer freezes up on me. Yeah, she's in trouble for doing so, and her mugshot, blah 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 blah.
I mean, grand scheme. Recently, there's been teachers doing worse, but that don't make it okay.
Yes, but yeah, there was someone in the office that saw it all, and they witnessed it, and this person is in trouble for doing so. And I was thinking about this story, and again, you got to understand, when I went to school, there was no rules. I mean, they can beat you.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, the teachers can beat you.
Yeah,
right there in the classroom, they tell you cover your boys, and they get you 3 or 4 whacks with the paddle. Woo. That was just how it done. So I wanted to find out about some punishments that you had. I remember I got in trouble for something, and I had to just walk across the campus and pick up trash. It was hot. I'll never forget. It was hot, and I was sweating. It was either do that or tell my parents I did something wrong in school. So I decided to pick up the paper. Yeah. But I was in there. I'll never forget. I'm like, this is horrible. And then after that, I had to at the halftime of the basketball game, you had to take that big, I guess it was like a push mop that you had to go up and down.
Oh,
to get
yeah.
That was punishment.
That was punishment?
That was acceptable. Yes.
Wow.
Yes. You didn't think that was punishment?
I mean, like the fact that they could do that is what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
Oh, there was no rules.
There was no rules.
Back in the day.
It was like, you know what? You don't have to do it. It was kind of like a confession. You don't have to do it. But what we will do is call your parents, and they'll have to come back with you, and then you'll have to explain to them what you did. Well, damn, I guess I'm gonna be sweeping.
And back then, if your parents found out, they were cool with it. They're like, fine.
Yes.
Make them do it again.
Yes, Bill's character. You're like, yeah, but I'll never forget. And here's the thing. Back then, if you were sweeping the gym during halftime, all the students knew you were in trouble.
Yes.
So it was embarrassing that way too. And then at the end of the quarter, of the half, they get a mop to someone else who's in trouble.
Yep.
Did you learn anything from this? Yeah. All right, we'll go ahead up there and watch the game.
Yeah.
Brian, what some punishment you got back in the day?
Well, I told you guys that we had sniff the paint back in the day.
They didn't even know that it had.
We had a giant plywood wall outside that was probably 20 feet tall, and it was painted green. And if you got in trouble anywhere near the outside, you had to go put your nose against the wall for however long, and it was hot.
Oh my gosh.
And your nose had to touch the wall. If you walked over and your nose wasn't touching the wall, then they add 5 more minutes. So I sniffed the paint quite a lot. It could have had lead in it. I don't know.
It did have lead in it.
Maybe that's why the way I am today. I don't know. So I sniffed the paint quite frequently.
Yeah.
But then we also had where you had to clean the cafeteria after first lunch.
Oh no.
That is the worst because your idiot friends then knock their stuff off the table on purpose because they know you got to come by and wipe it all up.
Yeah.
So we have to clean the cafeteria after first lunch while they were leaving and second lunch was coming in. And again, so everyone can see you.
Oh, yeah.
They want you on display. So everyone knows, look what this jackass did.
In elementary, you had to go stand in the corner. So you go in the classroom and you just be standing there with your nose in the corner.
Elementary was sniff the paint.
Oh, yeah. It's like, well, what did he do? Don't look back. Yeah, he decided he wanted to throw some. It was just acceptable behavior.
Yeah. Middle school was I had to clean the cafeteria. High school, I had to pick weeds.
Yeah, middle school, you got to paddle.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I had a high school teacher that would just shove your desk over with you in it. His name was Mr. Williams. He was wild.
Ooh. Is it history?
Yeah. Yes.
You know that teacher?
I feel like a lot of men history teachers are aggressive.
He had a very thick German accent, and he would yell, "Stifle yourself!" If you were talking, and if you didn't stifle yourself, he would like he was built like Chris Farley a little bit, so he would come at you and whack, knock your desk over with you in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
If you hit your head on the floor, so be it.
Like rugby style.
So you ain't seen anything like that, right?
No, I mean, I had Saturday school, which was stupid to begin with.
That's just to ruin your parents' day.
That's what. Yeah, that's
And we
exactly
had to
what
pick
that
up
was.
trash like in the parking lot
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I did have a teacher because back when I was in school, you couldn't chew gum. Like
Yeah.
nowadays, I think they don't care.
Yeah.
But if a teacher caught you chewing gum, they would give you a glove and a bag, and you would have to pick the gum off of the bottom of every desk.
Oh, my
That's
goodness.
Yes. Yeah. They would give you gloves, and you would have to scrape the gum off of the bottom of the desk.
Yeah.
I'd rather mop the floor during the halftime of the game.
Hey, call my mama.
Yeah.
Call my mom.
So then, like, if somebody popped the bubble, the teacher would be like, "Who did it?"
Yes.
You just grossed me out with that one. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah, call my mom on that one. Nerese?
I think I've only had like maybe 3 detentions in my life. And
Yeah.
the one that was really bad, I got caught like kissing this guy
No,
in
not
middle
you.
school.
No.
Not me. And because of that, I got a Saturday detention, which is like the worst detention
is.
of all of them.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And I remember getting dropped off, but like beforehand, I was like, am I supposed to wear uniform? Because you have to wear uniform at middle school.
Yeah.
I was like, do I have to wear uniform? So I put on a collar shirt and like, normal pants, and I pull up, everyone's wearing like jeans. I was like, dang,
Yeah.
I'm nerding really hard. You can tell I
Yeah.
do not
Like,
belong here.
Listen, again, Saturday school was because you understand, you just disrupted your whole household for
Yep.
that one day. So
Mhm.
they're gonna stay on you all week
Yep.
to do that. So you
Oh,
don't do it
yeah.
again. I want to find out about some crazy punishments that you had in school. Gonna hook somebody up with a pair of tickets to see the Jonas Brothers Sunday, October 26th at the Kia Center. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. If you can't get through, we still want to hear from you. So text. The XL Mobile is 41067. Live stream on social media. We want to hear from you too. Crazy punishments from school. Jonas Brothers tickets. Call us now on Johnny's House. Chaperone Pink Pony Club, 752 in Johnny's house, 63 right now, getting up to 82 and mostly sunny. Talking about school punishment, there's a assistant principal in trouble, kid throwing paper during a test, sent to the office, so you don't know what you do with your hands. Rub up on these toes. Can't do that, y'all. You lose your job doing stuff like that and get arrested. Want to find out some crazy punishments that you had? We got the Jonas Brothers coming on October 26th at the Kia Center. Need to hear it from you, though. From Orlando, Alana, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
Good. Let's hear about them crazy punishments.
Well, I just moved here from Arizona. I was in the 5th grade, and it was, I think, 1999.
Mm-hmm.
And our teacher, whenever we would get in trouble, he would make us carry dictionaries around the perimeter of our classroom. And depending on what you did, depending on how many dictionaries you had to carry.
How many laps did you have to walk?
That part I don't really recall.
But you just walked around with dictionaries?
Yep.
Until they got tired, and then you can sit down?
Yep.
Wow.
And I was a big talker. I wasn't like bad, but I was a big talker. So I definitely carried my dictionary.
You carried your share of the dictionaries. All right, you hold on a second. Try that stuff today. Try that today. From Orlando, Alexa, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, crazy punishments.
So when I was in 7th grade, I moved to a small town in the Panhandle of Florida. And they were still paddling kids back then. And that was 2004.
Really?
So yes. So if you were playing sports, you could choose to be paddled by your coach, or you could still call your parents if you didn't want the assistant principal to paddle you. So that was it was very interesting.
I can imagine, like, wait a minute, you hit kids? Yes.
Oh boy.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
I wouldn't want the coach doing it though.
No.
No, and they used to choose the coach a lot of times because they were more afraid of the parents. So
yep,
they used to the boys used to line up outside the door to listen to them.
Oh yeah, wow.
There's gonna be no holding back with the parents.
First, the first day of school, you got to send home all that paperwork that you have to get signed.
Yep.
And one was, can we paddle your kids? And my parents would say, yes, then call me afterwards.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
Like, y'all can't let people beat your children. But that's how it was. That's just how it was. From Kissimmee, Kyle, good morning.
Good morning.
Crazy punishments from back in the day.
So for me, when I was in high school, my wrestling coach, so that to keep our GPA, he would give us push-ups for anything lower than an A.
Woo!
Jeez.
50 for a B, 100 for a C, or 1,000 for an F.
Oh my gosh.
I ain't doing
You
them.
did not stop until you were done. And I had a buddy on the team that turned in a progress report with 3 Fs on it.
Oh no.
He's still doing push-ups today.
Seriously.
I just quit. Like
I guess wrestling's not for me.
I just can't. There ain't no way I'm gonna make up this 5,000 push-ups. I'm about to do.
Listen, how can we break this down? 50 a day, 50
Right.
before practice, 50 after. Ray, what is saying over there?
Let's see here. Somebody went to a Catholic all-girls
Mhm.
school, and they had to stand in the sun at noon, say the Decade of the Rosary, hit with whips made by tree branches wrapped in duct tape. She was like, "Yeah, it was fun. Nuns don't mess around."
What was that like? The turn of the century? Good Lord.
I don't know. There were some teachers that actually sent the kids outside of the classroom, but they didn't look at that as a punishment. They're like, "All right,
Oh yeah, get out of here.
I'm
Get out of
just
my class.
gonna chill outside."
Me.
XL Mobile powered by Attorney Dan Newland. Interact need a check. It's a no-brainer. Call Attorney Dan Newland. Some of these kids should call Dan Newland.
Yeah, no joke.
Someone said they had a teacher in elementary school in Michigan where if you were caught talking, he had a giant cardboard box and he would go over you and your desk. So you were isolated, like a big refrigerator box.
Wow. I mean, that's funny.
Right, think of the mental torture you're going through.
You're in a dark box.
You're in a box.
I would go to sleep. I'd be like, "All right,
It's like a deprivation chamber.
good night."
Okay. Ray, you go, so you know what? I'm going to surprise the twins. And you go to school, and you see your daughter's class, and then you say, well, where's my
Oh
son?
no! If it was my daughter, no. If it was listen,
all right.
I can handle it. But if you're gonna mess up my kids,
See, that's what's wrong with parents today. You're making them soft, right? How about this one? This one grew up in Kenya, and they said you guys wouldn't even consider what we do.
Oh, I can imagine.
They had to frog jump in the rain wearing rain boots for a mile. One time they had to crawl on their knees over gravel until you bled. And they said, you don't call the parents, because if you call the parents, it's going to be worse.
Congratulations. That person right there is a winner.
Yeah.
Jonas Brothers, Saturday, October 26th. Ray Celebrity News.
Oh my gosh.
Ray said, you ain't not my dog.
No, Ray snapped at him.
I know I'm already going to be messed up. Don't mess up my kids. Soulja Boy, do you see what happened to him?
I heard about
Yeah.
it. 3 minutes away, Johnny's house.
Coming up in just 3 minutes, Lola Young, Messy. 'Cause I'm too messy. XL 1067.
Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, celebrity news sponsored by Fairwinds Credit Union.
Mhm.
So, Soulja Boy, he has been on trial since March. So
Okay.
he's been in trial since March, and a jury in California just found him liable. This is a
Ooh.
civil case. This is for sexual battery, assault, false imprisonment, and more.
Yikes.
So, and the anonymous assistant was awarded more than $4 million in compensation and damages.
You got to pay that.
Yeah, he has to pay $4 million. So the trial, like I said, started in March, and both Soulja Boy and his alleged former assistant took the stand to recount like their sides of the story. The woman, along with her legal team, painted a picture of how violent Soulja Boy could have been or was. He had abusive cycles, including demeaning text messages, physical harm, and threats.
Yep.
And she said that I didn't even feel human anymore. I felt like an animal, she told the jurors. And she's like, I wanted to die because of Soulja Boy. They painted their relationship as entirely consensual and called the allegations that he would beat her disgusting. That was his side. So the trial this kicked off in 2021 and when the whole thing, and then they finally went to trial in March of last year.
Yeah.
So she remained anonymous. And like I said, this was civil, but the two began a romantic relationship that ultimately turned toxic. And then that's what the lawsuit alleges.
Oh.
So now the woman tried to basically quit and leave after the romantic relationship ended.
Yeah.
And she alleges that he locked her in a room against her will for 3 days with no water, nothing.
No.
So after fleeing, the woman says that she was violently attacked, sexually assaulted, and on separate occasions she attempted to retrieve her belongings from his house or like from all the places, and he wouldn't let her.
And they found him guilty.
Found him guilty.
$4 million.
$4 million he has to pay her.
He was just here.
Yeah, he was. I
He
think
was.
last weekend. Yeah.
This is the cutest story. Benny Blanco was making sure that Selena Gomez, he's just going above and beyond for her.
He better.
Yes.
He has a mirror.
Absolutely.
Stop it.
Go ahead, Ray.
So, anyways, during a recent appearance on the Jennifer Hudson show, they were talking about how Selena Gomez missed out on a lot of experiences and milestones growing up, like prom.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he actually made a prom for her birthday party.
Really?
It was the cutest thing. Yeah. So Selena had never been to prom and she thought, why not? Or like he thought, why not throw her a prom for her birthday party? The full getting ready for prom, the experience of them like pretending to be teens and like taking prom pictures. She didn't even know about it, but she was so excited. She was like, what am I supposed to wear? But yeah.
See, I mean, he understands that he got him catch. He understands that.
Yeah.
So the things that he's doing now, he's going to do forever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he knows. The one thing about it, he knows that.
But
he
he's like genuine about it too, because I heard him on a podcast. Like both of them have been on several podcasts, and the way that he spills his love for her, I'm like,
damn right, every
that's
day.
a good
Every
man.
day.
I don't
every
think he
day.
doesn't love her. I'm sure he
No.
does.
Yeah,
I know.
I love their relationship.
I mean, she's a billionaire and she's a 10 versus him, which is very musically talented, but about
Very.
30.
Yeah.
Well, you and Benny Blanco have something in common.
What's
this
that?
was technically his third prom. But honestly, he was like, this was my favorite prom partner.
Well played, Ray.
We're throwing jumps today. Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah. Okay.
Also, a really cool thing, Jelly Roll just won a very prestigious award from Oxford in England, the 2025 World Literacy Summit. He just won the award. So, and he is, did you see his recent update on his weight loss?
How much?
Almost 200 pounds.
That's awesome.
Wow.
He looks incredible.
Good for him, man.
Yep.
Sometimes you get to a point in your life where it's going to affect your life.
Yes.
And you got to make some decisions. All right, weird stories of the true. Brian Grimes next. Johnny's house. Johnny's House 807. Beautiful day, beautiful weekend. Sunshine and 82 is our high today. A little breezy. It's going to be it's 63 right now. Weird stories, but they are so true. Brian Grimes.
All right, so there are, a lot of things that can happen to you when you inhale things you shouldn't, like cigarette smoke or vaping or whatever. That's not good for you.
Yep.
You also should not inhale dirty socks.
Oh.
There is a man who has got some sort of issue. He can't help it, so he likes to smell his dirty socks. It's a problem. Well, now it's caused lung damage.
Ew.
He's done it that long?
So he went to the doctor. He was hospitalized because he had a persistent cough, bloodshot eyes. They diagnosed him with an infection in his lungs, and they were like, okay, so how often do you smoke? He's like, I don't smoke. Well, what do you do? Well, I like to sniff my dirty socks. And the fungus inside the dirty socks obviously gets airborne. You don't see it, and then it goes into your lungs.
So he's been doing this for years.
Yes.
Oh, no.
So doctors obviously say do not get in the habit of smelling your dirty socks. It's not a good idea.
Sometimes you just got to tell people.
I mean, you've seen that TV show where the people have these weird addictions. Eating paper, whatever it might be. That's just this guy's weird thing.
I know somebody ate cushion from couches.
Yes.
Yeah.
Packing peanuts. I saw.
Peanuts,
So this is his weird thing, and now he's got some lung problems.
Listen to your doctor.
Don't smell your dirty socks. This is funny because it's not funny, but it's funny. Police raided a Chinese restaurant. And they closed it down because people were getting sick after they were eating there. They couldn't figure out why. So they found out by doing a little investigation that the owner, this ain't funny, has been kicking pigeons to death and then plucking them and serving them as roasted duck.
Are you freaking kidding me?
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
Now he also had a walk-in freezer that didn't freeze anything.
Yeah.
And so he had a ton of stuff in there that was not under temperature control.
Oh, dear God.
Yeah. I heard they do that with fish in restaurants. You think you get that Chilean sea bass.
Right.
And it's something else.
Nah, it's a brim from Lake Monroe.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Stop.
Yeah. A lot of them do that.
Here's the crazy thing. They looked up this restaurant and it had tons of good reviews.
Oh, no. So then just keep it real.
Y'all been eating pigeon.
So you just been kicking them to death.
And
that's
then
a sick individual.
Plucking them. Well, I mean, they're going to kill the duck that you eat. He just killed the pigeon.
That's a humane way to do it.
I don't know how they do it. I ain't never been to no duck.
I guarantee you don't go to duck factory. They say, all right, Brian, you got your boots on today?
Peter said,
we got a lot of kicking to do today, Brian.
Peter says, yes, they do. I don't know. I ain't never been there. And I told Johnny this off the air. Some people may not even know what this is. Publishers Clearinghouse just filed for bankruptcy. So they've been around for 72 years. They were founded as an alternative to door-to-door magazine subscription sales because you couldn't carry around all these direct marketing things. So Publishers Clearinghouse thing. And they were huge the 70s, 80s, 90s. They started to tail off a little bit. They did the big giveaways where you could win
balloons come to your house.
A giant check.
Yeah.
So they are filed for bankruptcy. They got hit with a lot of lawsuits, I guess, some deceptive promotion.
Well, yeah, you say you're supposed to win $1,000 a week for life.
But you had to buy stuff to win stuff, and they didn't tell people that. So they filed for bankruptcy. Here's the crazy thing. They're still going to have their prize patrol team handing out money while they're filing for bankruptcy.
And it's going to be the first time somebody's closed the door in their faces.
Yeah, right.
They're handing you money still. That's the crazy thing. The people that are trying to get their money through the bankruptcy are like, stop giving away the money. And they're still
pay the ones you owe.
Right. But the prize patrol is still out handing out money. So the people that are trying to get their money back through bankruptcy are saying, make them stop.
Yes.
Because if they're bankrupt, how are they handing out a check for $50,000? Give it to me.
And they ain't giving me my money.
Right. Show up at my door with a big check.
But here's the thing. In some cases, when you file for bankruptcy, the business still continues.
Yes.
So what they're saying is the business still continues. Our business is giving people checks.
Right. So if you get a giant check from the prize patrol, cash it as fast as you can.
Yo.
Take that big check to the bank.
Like straight to the bank.
Don't even wait for the small check. All right. Listen, if you're a person that says yes all the time, when was the time that you said no? For whatever reason, they ask you, and there's a lot of people out there, you're people pleasers, and you say, you know what, I have a hard time saying no to people. I want to find out when you did. It happened to Nerese. We got a story on that, but I want to see that she's not alone. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. XL Mobile for texting is 41067. Live stream. We want to hear from you. Social media. You say yes to everything, but when was that one time you said no? What did they ask you? We want to know in Johnny's house. Stop. 8:22. We got problems. We'll get into them on another day. Mostly sunny with a high of 82. It is 63 right now. The reason normally you say yes to a lot of things. And I think it was a couple weeks ago, you came in here dead to the world tired. I mean, like, girl, you got to start saying no.
Yes.
So you started doing that?
I did.
Okay.
And sadly, it was to something that I wish I could say yes to. Because, I've been talking about it lately, enjoying my church and all this good stuff. And I tag them all the time whenever I'm there. And I'm going to assume that they went through my Instagram because they repost it all the time.
Yes, yeah.
And then I got a DM from them earlier this week, and I saw it last night. They were asking me if I wanted to help them out with their social media, which was a big temptation. But I said, Lord, if I put another thing on my to-do list, I am going to be drowning. I barely get any sleep. So.
You said no to the church.
That's what I was just. You said no to the Lord.
Hey, listen, I pay.
Your
I
tithe.
contribute. I show up. I do my prayers. But the social media, I said, I cannot. Like even the Valkyries, they asked me to do social media too. I said, I can't. I just got to do the hosting, but keep it to that. It's I cannot put another thing on my to-do list because there's still so much personal things that I want to do. Even if I was or wasn't getting paid to do it in general, I have so much personal things that I can't even touch yet because I'm still balancing out my work life. So
if they offered you a payment, would you have done it?
No, I can't. Yeah, I'm at a cap right now. What y'all giving me this look?
Matthews. Brian, I need my music.
Oh no.
I need my music.
No.
Matthews 20, verse 4. You also go and work in my vineyard, and I will pay you whatever is right. You go to the church. The Lord said, I need you to work for me. And you said no. But you want his blessings, though. When you down and out, you want his blessings. But when he asked you to do what you always do, what the good Lord gave you the gift to do, some social media, and you said no.
The Lord also said I need to rest.
I'm not judging.
I don't know if there's a quote in the Bible that says that.
He did say.
There's got to be something in there.
He did say on the seventh day, which is a Sabbath, you rest. But that ain't what we're talking about.
Okay, all
And
right.
he's
Good to know.
He's coming back next week. Just so you know.
He's coming back next week. Ray, I don't need your help.
Yeah, that's why I stayed out of it. All I'm going to do is drag the church talk down.
Ray said he's coming
back next week, just so you know.
Ray, when he comes back, Ray, the world's ending. I just want you to know that.
Right, then it's over.
It's over. It's over.
Like there'll be no posting on social media. at that point.
So when they say he is risen, that's not what they mean?
That means he came back then. When he comes back this time, it's done. It's a wrap.
That means it's finished.
It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
Okay.
So getting back to top,
checking in from one or two places.
Nerese said no to the Lord. So I want to find out, when did you say no
to the Lord? When did you tell Jesus no thanks, but no thanks?
He said no to ask you to use the gift that he gave you.
Right.
You see, I don't have that gift. I would help your church, but I don't know how to do what you can do. I'm just saying.
Oh God, Lord forgive me.
I'm not judging. Don't say it on the air.
Yeah, you can't talk to him now.
He's sitting there going,
see, Jelly Roll said it best. You only talk to God when you need a favor.
But when he needs one, Brian,
right?
When he needs one, and he hits her on her DM, she says no. Hey, Timothy, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Johnny Towers.
Sorry we had to do a little sermon this morning, Timothy, but
no, it's okay. I was funny how you talked about doing work for the Lord because I'm actually doing construction finance at the church right now.
Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said? He's doing construction for the church right now, Timothy.
That's funny. It's like the Lord sent you to call us.
Right, yes.
Timothy, when did you say no?
So it was just a few days ago. My roommate, who I'm really close to, I've known for like a year, she asked me for money, and I was like, no, because I've helped her like recently, like a few times.
Yep.
But I'm just tired of it because she just spent $400 on her hair like 2 weeks ago, and she always spending money on her boyfriend. She doesn't get paid till next week. I understand that, but I have plans this weekend.
Yeah.
So I'm like, no, I can't do it right now.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, you know what? I always say this term when somebody need money from you and you don't want to be rude about it. Brian, what do I always say?
I'm not prepared to pay that right now. Yep. And you can apply that to anything because maybe it's not payday yet.
Yes.
Maybe I just paid a bill. Whatever.
Yes, I'm just not prepared to give you that money right now. Giving you that money gonna mess up my finances. Wow. Right. Okay. Well, hey man, I don't want to hold up your time. Get back to doing the Lord's work, okay?
Thank you so much. You guys have a great day.
Thank you. She said no. Amanda from St. Cloud, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, sorry about the sermon this morning, but sometimes it got to be said. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, good. I understand.
Everybody understands.
I get it.
All right, when did you say no?
So I said no to my nieces for the first time. They're not used to me saying no. I'm okay with them throwing parties in my house. I will gladly be your chaperone. But they asked me to use my car because I have a 3-row Chevy. They're like, can we use your car, Susie, to go to the county fair with our friends? We don't all fit in my car. Hell no, you can't.
She said, now, Amanda said, now I will throw a party and get y'all a keg because you're underage. But I will not let you.
She ain't going to the county fair in my car.
You're not taking my car. I won't get you. You can't drink nothing, but you can, y'all can come to my house. You can invite your friends. I host all their birthday parties, no problem. But you can't have my car, sis. That's a no. It's a hard no.
Were they upset?
They didn't talk to me. Now they're all weird, and they're like, oh, because we always ask JP. Yeah, no.
Wow. No. Wow. So now they know where the line is. The line is the car.
You got to have boundaries because they'll just run all over you. They're teenagers. They'll just take you for everything that you got.
But Amanda, you hit them hard. They said yes, 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 hard no. There was no maybes and let me think about it. Hard no. So that kind of hit them kind of hard.
I work for a law firm in the area of auto coverage.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. You know too
hard
much.
No.
You know too much. All right.
Hard no.
All right. Thank you, Amanda. You have a beautiful weekend. Okay.
You too. Thank you.
Brian, anything over there?
XL Mobile powered by attorney Dan Newland. Interact. Need to check? It's a no-brainer. Call attorney Dan Newland. Someone said they had to say no when they were asked to co-sign on a big loan.
Yes.
No.
You're asking the person. You're putting somebody on the spot,
right?
When you do that,
and you're there now. They're saying they trust you to pay that until it's paid off, not just once or twice, until it's paid all the way off.
Yes.
I had a meeting here to tell people I'm going to start saying no.
Yeah.
Remember that?
You did.
It's been glorious ever since.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to set you up. Just don't be shocked because I for 25 years I've said yes to everything. So when I start saying no, it's not because I'm a jerk.
See, that's what the auntie should have done to the niece and say, hey, listen, I've been saying yes your whole life. I may have to start saying no.
That's what I had to do.
But she hit him cold turkey. So the response that you avoided, you did.
Which is why I called a meeting to say it because I didn't want them to be like, oh, Brian's acting all. No, Brian's finally tired of saying yes to everything.
All right, B.
So, no. We ain't even talking to you.
I cannot with you guys.
It's
good thing it's Friday.
I'm talking to you,
need this week. Thanks, B.
Because that's what you get paid.
Thanks,
That's
bro.
right.
Next week is Good Friday, Nerys.
You know that's good to know. Good. What do you mean by that, Ray?
You see, Ray said, you know what
Just kidding.
you know what she means. All right.
Ray said, if you're paying attention in church, you'd know what she means.
Snitches get tickets. Info on the way, Johnny's house. 8:33, Johnny's House. It's time for Snitches Get Tickets. That's where you tell us a secret that you've been holding on to. And today, you're going to get the ticket is a pair of tickets to see The Weekend. It's Sunday, August 24th, Camping World Stadium. Tell us a secret that you've been holding on to, and we will hook somebody up. 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Got to be a big secret for a big prize today. Snitches Get Tickets on Johnny's House. The Weekend, Cry for Me. You want to see him in concert? We're giving some tickets away right now. He's going to be here at Camping World Stadium on a very, very cool night, Sunday, August 24th. This should be highs in about the 70s.
Brisk.
And real brisk night.
Jacket weather.
It's 8:38 and sunny with the high of 82. Is it still 63, ma'am?
67.
67, warming up quickly. All right, Snitches, Get Tickets. That's where you call us up. You tell us some inside dirt. And the best one, and we want some real snitching done today. You're going to go check out The Weekend in concert. Let's go with Emily. Hey, Emily, good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, Snitches Get Tickets. What you got?
All right. So I am a wedding coordinator, and one of the weddings that I worked, I was getting hit on by one of the groomsmen all night long.
Okay.
Come to find out, one of the bridesmaids was his wife. She came up to me and was like, hey, and I was like, oh, God, hi, what's going on? And she goes, my husband and I are having our 10-year vow renewal, and we actually want you to be a part of that. I'm like, I might have to pass on that one. I'm sorry.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. So, I mean, how obvious was he hitting on you? You sure he wasn't being nice?
No. At first, I thought it was being nice, and then I was doing something, and I turned around, and he goes, "Damn, you cannot be wearing those pants like that." I'm like, "What the heck is going on?" And so the bartender was like, "He is like seriously hitting on you right now." I'm like, "Oh my gosh!" Like, no. I am happily married, been over 15 years, and
Girl, I'm
no,
sorry. I'd have planned that renewal because I ain't got nothing to do with me. I'd have planned that one, girl. All right, you hold on a second there. Let's go back to Orlando and Sarah. Sarah, good morning.
Good morning.
All right, Snitches get tickets. What you got?
So years ago at our old job, there was like the refrigerator is kind of like in the common area or whatever. There was this black styrofoam container, which is kind of weird because they're usually white.
Mm-hmm.
And anyways, it was in there all week. It was starting to smell. It was irritating. It was taking up all the room. So I was like, you know what? This is ridiculous. Friday morning, I come in there and I'm like, it's in the trash. I throw it in the trash. Come around lunchtime, one of my coworkers, my friend, and she's like, "Who threw my lunch away?" Started freaking out. And I'm like, what? And so turns out she had thrown the black styrofoam container away and she replaced it with her new one that she had the night before. And I didn't bother checking in it because I didn't think about that, And so then she went around the office cussing everybody, yelling, screaming, interrogating everybody. She got fired, and I was too afraid to say anything because I was like, she's gonna like kill me or lose her mind, or I'm gonna get fired.
So she got fired.
Anything.
She got fired for making a scene.
I feel really bad about it.
Did she get fired for making a scene at work?
Yeah, like it was bad. She was mad.
And you said nothing.
No, heck no. I was like, nope, not. I'll tell her later, but not right now.
So if you'd have gone in and say, "Hey, the reason she was upset is because I threw her lunch away," maybe she wouldn't have got fired?
I mean, maybe, but like her reaction, I guess, was like too much, and they just.
But you caused that reaction.
And an accident.
She's like, "Listen, Johnny, I'm not taking the blame for this fall."
No, it had gone too far, and I was like, "This is too much. I can't."
Okay. The things we say to make ourselves feel better. All right. That was round one. It's time for round two. And we need some good ones. All right. Snitches, get tickets. The tickets today are you're going to go check out the weekend, Sunday, August 24th, Camping World Stadium, 407-919-1067, 877-919-1067. Good stories win on Johnny's House. 8:45, it is Johnny's House. Snitches get tickets. That's where you tell us some great secrets and we hook you up. And this week we had some amazing tickets all week long. Pair of tickets see the weekend, Sunday, August 24th at Camping World Stadium. If you're watching us on the live stream and it looks like we're arguing between breaks, it is true.
Yes, we are.
So if you want to see that.
Next break, I got to teach Nerese. When we're going back and forth and it's time to go,
maybe
I got to turn the mic on. Johnny said, eight.
I'm going to go to yesterday's. I'm going to go to yesterday's video. We're going to figure this out.
Maybe we can get the stream involved. Let's see what they say.
Yeah, okay, we'll go to the stream after. Okay, we'll go to that. All right, so we need some great stories. We had a wedding coordinator who turned down a job because one of the bride's his groomsmen hit on her, and he was married. And we got Sarah, who got somebody fired because she threw her lunch away, and the lady got mad, and she made such a scene they fired her. Those are the first two. Let's see what you got right here from Claremont. Janine.
Hey, what's up, guys? How are you?
What's up, man? Let's find out. Snitches get tickets. What you got?
All right, so my son, 14 years old, decided he wanted to be a big shot and go into one of those storage units and climb into the dumpsters to see what they throw away.
Yeah, dumpster diving.
And
Yes.
somebody sent me the video. Well, that's illegal to do. So he was only 14 years old. So what I did, I said, I'm going to fix this behind real quick. So I called him and I said, listen, I just got a call from the cops because your name was said on the video and they found out what high school you went to, and I got to go to court now for you. I said, because you're a minor. So what I did was I went online, so he would never do it again, and I printed out one of those community service forms. And he had to go to a bar every single weekend and scrub toilets, scrub their floors, wash their windows, do everything that was disgusting known to mankind for 2 months until he has 40 hours of community service. He's 18 now, still doesn't know.
Wow.
So it wasn't even real community service.
It wasn't around the house.
Sorry?
It wasn't even real community service. Then you sent him to places to work for free, basically.
No, it wasn't.
But he thought it was.
It was. But he thought it was.
Yes, of course.
He was so pissed off because he had to get up at 5 a.m. on a Saturday morning. Sunday morning.
So you told him, okay, instead of you going to trial, this is what the court said you have to do, and it'll go away.
Yes. Absolutely.
So, but the police
Never
wouldn't.
did any stupidity like that again.
And
everybody was in on it.
Yeah, but the police weren't really involved. He just thought because he did it. Wow. Wow,
It's
Mom.
kind of like a scared
Yeah,
straight
it is.
situation.
Very much so.
I call it. I don't hit my kids, so psychological warfare is where I go.
I'd rather go ahead and take the hit.
Just go ahead and beat me one good time. Just beat me one good time.
Yeah, we're good with that.
Then I can sleep in on Saturday.
Yeah, my man cleaning toilets at the VA.
I'm just saying, I could have got a job, like a real job that paid.
Mike, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Johnny's House. How y'all doing?
Good. Your last one, Snitches get tickets. What you got?
All right. So just a couple weeks ago, I was working late. I worked at a firm in Orlando. I was leaving the office like around 7:30. Usually, I pass by my boss's office and I'll, say, "Hey, I'm leaving" or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I go over, doors closed, and I'm like, okay, well, should I knock? So I kind of listen, and I kind of hear some movie-going expressions going on.
Oh.
Prior to that, I passed my, our assistant, and she's missing. So I don't want to knock on the door and be suspicious or whatnot. So then I kind of just leave. Next day, you kind of feel the animosity and just tension between them in the office because they knew that I was still there because I was like, what were you guys doing last night?
You said that?
Well, yeah, because I was like, what's going on? And then they were just totally quiet. Like, he's a fair-skinned individual. He was blushing, and I was like, okay, this is none of my business.
Wow.
I'll talk to y'all later.
Wow. You had to say that, didn't you, Mike? All right, here we go. We have Emily, wedding coordinator. Somebody hit on her. You have Sarah, threw somebody's food away. They cussed everybody out in the office because of the cussing. That person got fired. You have Janine, who saw her son on a surveillance video dumpster diving, told him he was going to go to jail unless he does community service for, what did he say, 2 months?
Yeah.
2 months of cleaning toilets in VHW halls. And you got Mike, who caught his boss cheating with the assistant. That's number 4. So on the count of 3, y'all, hold out some fingers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's see. There she is. All right, Janine, congratulations. You're the winner.
That's funny.
All right, you got himself a pair of tickets to see the weekend, Sunday, August 24th, Camping World Stadium. All right, we didn't get any memos from.
No,
he didn't have a pre-speech that he wanted to do.
No, I think after last week's, he reeled himself back in a little bit.
Oh, okay. So here it is. It's time for, we call it the whack track, but it is the Jeremy Rice Feel Good Friday song. Hold on, got the sound effect.
I like that.
And Brian, the happy song Friday is what?
Extra pressure too, because we just learned, according to research, bad songs make people leave radio.
Yes, they do.
So don't screw this up, JJ Rice. This one's good though.
What's the song?
It's actually my favorite Kendrick song.
All right.
It's Humble.
Okay.
Johnny's house.
Make us the #1 preset on your car radio and on the free new and improved iHeartRadio app. Listen for all your music, radio, and podcasts. Free never sounded so good. XL 1067, Orlando's #1 hit music station. Now, the Johnny's House Entertainment News with Ray.
All right, so the new movies that are out this weekend, we have The Amateur.
I want to see that. That looks like it's really good.
What is that? Rami Malek plays a introverted CIA decoder.
And then somebody mess with his girl or
Yep,
something?
his wife dies in a London terrorist attack, and when his supervisors refuse to take action, he takes matters in his own hands.
Yeah, because he's not one of those, he couldn't fight or anything like that, but he had a certain set of skills.
Yes.
It was a nightmare.
It looks good.
Yeah, I
And
want to see
then
that.
Drop is the other one. They've been promoting Drop a lot.
What is Drop
It's a big one. It says that Megan Faye, she plays a single mom being terrorized during a first date as she receives anonymous airdrops on her phone from hooded figures threatening to kill her son and babysitter.
Well, yeah, you don't do that.
That sounds wild.
Yeah.
And I like that concept. That's different.
I would just turn my airdrop off and continue eating.
Not if they threaten to kill your son.
Nah, they're bluffing.
I like that concept.
Here's the thing, with all the fake text messages you get every day, you're like, oh, whatever.
If she doesn't follow his instructions, they kill her date as well. Dun dun dun. Anyways, I like that theme.
Okay.
It is the final day for the iHeartRadio week on Wheel of Fortune.
Mhm.
So they're welcoming multi-platinum recording artist Jason Derulo.
Jason Derulo.
Yep. Jason Derulo, Andy Grammer, and JoJo are all going to be on the show tonight. And one lucky contestant has the chance to win tickets to the iHeartRadio Music Awards in Los Angeles.
Okay.
So again, if you want to check it out, iHeartRadio, today's the finale. But I'm pretty sure you can go back and watch all the other ones.
Yeah, for sure.
Bill Hader.
Yeah, from Saturday Night Live, right?
Yeah, Hader.
Yes. I love this. One of the reasons that he got fired from a job. So he was working at a movie theater and he ruined the ending of Titanic for a bunch of sorority girls.
How?
I don't know. That's why I'm like, it's Titanic. You know how it's gonna end.
Yeah.
So
There's no twists.
So Titanic hadn't come out yet, and they were in the doorway. Okay, the sorority girls, they were in the doorway, and he was going, and he was like, "Hey guys, can you guys move?" Like they were making fun of him, like like being in the way and all that stuff. And they looked, and he was like, "I had a little bow tie on, and this he looked like really nerdy, and they were making fun of them." And so he said, "Enjoy the movie. The boat sinks at the end, and Leo dies."
Oh,
that's how you wrote it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, damn.
Wow.
So they were like, no, he doesn't. And they got all upset. And so, they got fired or he got fired. And I'm like, that would be a funny way to get fired. But like, if you're making fun of somebody,
wow.
like, of course I would.
Well, and he's kind of an awkward looking guy. He's
Yeah,
tall
yeah.
and like he's not like your normal handsome dude. So they probably were
Yeah.
being mean to him. And he's probably like, you know what?
And
Yeah.
so they knew that the boat was going to sink.
Of
They
course.
just didn't know that Leo was going
Yeah,
to die.
that's why he was like, the boat sinks and Leo dies. Anyways.
All you can do is that. Yeah, that's messed up, man.
Yeah. Amy Lou Wood, she's actually very famous from The White Lotus, which
haven't watched that.
everybody, I haven't watched it either,
The
but
best.
everybody's
Oh, wait.
talking about it. You know who I'm talking about? Amy Lou Wood,
I have
the
to
girl.
see the picture.
Okay, so she's got the gap in front in her teeth.
Okay.
And she said it makes her sad that everybody concentrates on the gap on her teeth.
Mhm.
Like she tries to do these publicity things
Yeah.
and like kind of promote the White Lotus before, and everybody was like talking about the gap in her teeth. And
I
I'm
would
like,
be upset
that
about that.
sucks.
They're
Yeah.
like, listen, tell us about White Lotus. Oh, it's one of everybody's watching it. What about that gap in it too?
Yes. Yeah. So I mean, she loves it, and it reminds me of like Michael Strahan, because
Yeah.
like he used to talk about all the
Let me
time
look
how
at it.
he used to get made fun of.
What's her name again?
Amy
Lou Wood.
Lou Wood.
I don't even, the gap isn't very prominent. Her front teeth are just big.
Yeah,
But I don't notice a gap.
Yeah, I could see that.
Wow.
I know. But I'm like, she is beautiful.
Right.
But
No, I think she has a unique look because of it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
I'm sure that's probably why she gets cast in things.
Yeah, she was like, the whole conversation was just about my teeth, and I'm not getting to talk about my work, which is
Oh.
very unfortunate and
Who-
sad.
Who would do that?
I know. I'm like,
Or,
You-
some- or
Tell us
put it-
about your upcoming movie.
Yeah.
Man, your
exactly.
teeth are jacked up.
It's like somebody trying to make a name for themselves, that kind of thing.
yeah.
But I heard if you're a fan of Black Mirror, it started last night on on Netflix. So I'm gonna definitely watch that this
Oh,
week.
new season?
Oh, new season.
Okay.
Brian's weird, bro.
I know that both of these people have told me to watch White Lotus and Black Mirror.
Yeah, it's weird though. All right, Ray, take a deep breath. Because when we come back, it's going to be a very beautiful weekend in Central Florida, and we're going to give you some suggestions on some things you need to do on the way. Johnny's house. 9:12. It is Johnny's house. It is Friday. It's going to be mostly sunny tonight, and then it's going to be a beautiful day, a beautiful weekend, nice and cool to get out there. But they're saying this is it. So make sure you get out and enjoy this beautiful weekend before it starts getting hot, stanky hot out there. But some of the things to do this weekend, Miss Ray, what's going on?
Okay, so I have corn in my teeth.
I gave you a minute to get it out.
I
I stalled as long as I could.
I have corn in my teeth because Brews Around the Zoo is this weekend, and they brought us some of the food that's going to be there.
Amazing. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so Saturday it's from 5 to 9.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, the Central Florida Zoo in Sanford. More than 35 craft beer tasting stations, plus, of course, the food. And if you don't like beer, there's wine and seltzers.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we have Simple Plan for the Walt Disney Garden Rocks concert series.
Nice.
So Simple Plan is in town this weekend.
What was that song?
Simple Plan. They had a few. Perfect was one of them that we played a lot. Here, I'll find another one for you. Go ahead.
Also, the Florida Film Festival starts now until April 20th,
Really?
which is really cool. And this is an Oscar qualifying festival.
Really?
Yeah. So there's over 170 films that are going to be showcased and drinks and food from the Eden Bar at the Enzion.
Okay.
Also, we have the Waterfront in Claremont. They have their Walk Like Mad and Mad Dash. This is Mothers Against Drunk Driving. So it's their 5K in Claremont Saturday morning at 8 o'clock. Lou Gardens, Johnny.
Yep.
Saturday, Jazz and Blues Festival. This is at 7 o'clock, so you can enjoy the Central Florida Jazz and Blues and relax and savor the music under the stars.
And it's going to be a beautiful night to do it.
Yes, and then Sunday, Brian, you're going to be in Sanford.
Yep, it's the big food fiesta battle. So it's 40 food trucks. There's a bunch of vendors. There's going to be live music, obviously drinks as well. I get to be a judge, which is awesome.
Did you find out if you got to sample them all?
No, they haven't told me yet. So I'll find out when I get there what I got to do. I won't eat anything at all before I go.
I was going to say start fasting now.
So I'll be ready to go. Well, Saturday I got a charity event too, so I'm probably going to eat there too. But whatever. Sunday, the food truck fiesta in Sanford starts at 1, goes until 6, and it benefits Ladies 327. So it's going to be fun.
Very good, very good. All right. It's the time of the week where the competition gets heated up. It is called The List. That's where Brian has gone through the deep dark web. He has a list, usually a top 10 list. You try to guess to get as closest to number 1. We'll tell you more about it. We're playing for points in here, and I'm way behind. Hopefully I can get in the positive today. But anyway, if you want to play the list, more instructions on the way next on Johnny's House. I can see in concert this song lasts at least 30 minutes.
Yeah.
30 to 40 minutes. Because then you let the backup sing, anxiety.
And you just do,
yeah, just sit back. I mean, I can see at least 30 minutes. And you'll leave with that song just being satisfied, singing it for the rest of the night when you go home. It is 9:19. It is Johnny's house. It is time to play the list. That's what Brian has gone through the deep dark web. Only he has the answer. Doesn't matter if you find a list online. If it doesn't match Brian's, it does not matter. And today, playing for a pair of tickets to see Chris Brown Saturday, August 2nd, Raymond James Stadium. Seems like in August, you got a lot of outdoor events that are coming. And what's happening is you're buying those tickets now, thinking about the weather now.
Mm-hmm.
Not then. But it's going to be a good time. I'm going to hook you up. Now, we here play for points. You guys are playing for Chris Brown. And Ray, what is the point settings right now?
All right, I'll start from the bottom to the top. Johnny has negative 30.
Ooh.
I have 20, and Nerys has 90.
Now, I'm not disappointed in my playing because when I'm able to pick first, I win.
I offered you guys a solution. You turned it down.
Yeah, but Ray has been picking first and all the good choices. You guys pick those. So I'm not really discouraged with myself. I just know when I get that opportunity, then I'm going to do what I do. Yeah. And Nerys is doing well. She's won the majority of the year.
I'm losing. I'm actually winning.
Yes, and you haven't won anything.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not mad.
Somehow it's just working out for
you. Let the numbers do its thing.
She got a good spin.
Yes.
When she did win, and you guys got bad spins when you.
Yes.
When you win. I mean, it's the luck of the draw.
It's the luck. And my thing, if I win, you might as well guarantee I have to spin. I have no choice but to.
Well, you're digging
spin.
your hole deeper though.
But I have to. I mean, 20 points is still going to make it enough. It'll take me at least to the end of the year, hoping that nothing happens with anybody else for me to even get up.
Well, yeah, because you can hope Nerys wins, spins, and then loses 100.
Yeah, yeah. So that's what we're guessing on. So, Brian, if you can go ahead and let's find out what order we are going.
Let's spin to win. Spin to win. Who's going first? Who's going first?
Cannot be Ray again.
Who's going first?
Oh,
Looks
snap.
like it's gonna be
snap.
Ray.
No, by a hair.
It loves
the
me.
smallest fraction.
The wheel loves me.
It really does.
How many weeks is this?
I don't even know. I can't even keep track.
How about this? After this week, I will introduce one for the year respin.
Yeah.
One for the year. You can use it one time.
Yeah. What else can we get? Get a respin and something else that we can get.
Yeah, there's something else.
We just don't write these rules down.
One respin for the year.
And how's that fair for me?
Because if
Ray, do you know what y'all know what y'all did to me last year?
Ray,
are you kidding?
One time you can call for the respin. If you're last and it gets tight and you need a respin, you can reshuffle. Now you might end up last again, but you get another shot.
Each get a respin. Gotcha.
And you can use it anytime.
Last year it's like Johnny can't play this one. I'm like, well, what kind of rule is that?
So on the name one, not on the money one. On the money one, you don't get no respin.
Yeah.
On the name one time, not today. One time you get a respin throughout the rest of the year, but you don't use it one time.
Gotcha.
Nerys, I need your spin.
I
need your spin. I need to go, sir. So what are you gonna do about it?
What? Why do I gotta be the one to rescue you? Because my points? Why can't you ask Ray?
What you got on my spin?
What?
Ask him how much.
Nothing.
Hey, Ray, it's weird because he's talking to Nerys and your mouth moving.
Yeah, I know. That's crazy.
I borrowed that from Johnny.
Crazy how that works.
So do I get that spin?
No.
The host said not today.
Yeah, not today. Moving forward.
No, you can't use it today.
There we go. See?
No, I
No,
want
he
to go
wants
second.
your turn. He
Your
wants to
turn.
go second.
Yeah.
Sure. I could do that.
Why would
So wait. What do I get in return though?
No.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Nothing.
Hey, Johnny said you get to come here Monday. I ain't saying it. Johnny said it.
What?
He said you get to
Come on,
come here
Bray, help
Monday.
me out here. What can I get from this? Come on, Bray.
I don't.
See, here's the thing. I promised at the beginning of the season, I'm not giving anything up. I'm not spending any
You
money.
know what? I'll
I
give
didn't-
it to you if Ray gives me her spin.
And then what do I get?
To be
now,
last.
Now I'm out of Nutella and a spin.
That way we all win.
That was good.
That was pretty solid.
That was pretty solid.
Ha-ha.
Ha-ha.
He's
Well,
funny sometimes.
I guess I'm going last. So, damn. All right. 407-919-1067-877 919-1067. Closest to number one, Chris Brown tickets. Now, once you call, we will let you know what the list is so you can lock in your answer. Closest to number one will win. 407-919-1067-877 919-1067. Let's play the list next on Johnny's House. 934, Orlando's number one hit music station is XL 1067. It is Johnny's house. Yes, it's time to play the list. That's what we've gone through. Brian has gone through the deep, dark web, and only he has the answer. And today we get caught up in some mess in the building.
We got drama.
Yeah. Chris Brown in concert, if you would like to go. Now, we got your guests on hold, and I guess we will start with us behind. We spent the wheel, and Ray is going first. And I guess you're taking your guess, Ray? All right, Brian, what is the list, sir?
Well, since it is iHeartRadio week on Wheel of Fortune, I've decided to go with the most popular, like the best game show of all time.
All time.
Best game show of all time.
Okay. All right, see, I'm going old school on y'all. Ray is going first. What you got, Ray?
And you should point out, we can't say some.
Yeah.
Because the callers already have them.
Yeah.
Because that does throw a wrench into the plans.
Yep. Some are already locked in.
Can I say Family Feud?
Family Feud.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Nice.
You didn't sound too certain.
I was not very
You
certain.
should, because I feel like it's
Yeah, I do too.
Family Feud.
Oh,
Yeah.
here we go.
Family Feud. Family Feud's number 3.
Okay, I'll take it.
I tried to give y'all a way around this. Y'all didn't want it.
Nerese?
I'm gonna go with Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
That's a good one.
Yep, that's
Who
my number 2.
Wants to be a millionaire. That's a fairly new one in the grand
Yeah.
scheme of things. Who Wants to Be a Millionaire is number 10.
Number 10.
Oh, Susie's on the list.
And,
That's a dub
and
right
I'm going to go old school. But let's make a deal.
Let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Let's make a deal is number 8.
Wow.
Okay.
So we both got what?
So you each got 10, and then Ray, you got a decision to make.
Hey.
Do you spin the wheel or do you take the 20? That would give you 40, and then you'd only be 60 behind me. You decide.
Don't look at me. I don't give a damn.
You decide. The wheel's not been friendly lately to people.
No, but it hasn't changed, though. That's the thing.
It could.
Spin it.
It could.
Oh!
Spin it.
Oh!
F
Oh!
She said
Oh!
F it.
She said spin it. Oh! Oh! Oh!
I'm gonna throw my pen if it's not. Shut the.
No.
Ray got 1 point.
One.
Oh, okay. I don't care. Whatever. It was better than negative.
No, you just got one.
Holy
one.
moly.
You got
Okay.
one.
130.
You got one. So what is it now, Ray?
So you have negative 20. I have 21. And Nerese has 100.
Let's go.
Dang it.
Oh, that's funny.
This is straight garbage.
It is.
It's straight garbage. All right, now, okay, let's go. So the numbers aside is the that's not the way I answer. I got it. All right. From Altamont Springs, Diana, good morning.
Good morning.
What's the best TV game show of all time?
I said Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah,
that's a very good guess.
A good guess. I'm surprised it's not higher than it is. It's in the top 10, but it's not very high. It's number 9.
Number 9.
Oh,
but good try, though.
Don't forget to
Thank
watch
you.
the last night of iHeart Week on Wheel of Fortune tonight.
Okay.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thank you for holding on. We appreciate you. From Claremont, Wesley.
Good morning.
All right, Wesley, talking about the best TV game show of all time.
The Price is Right.
The Price is Right. That's a good one. I thought that would be number 1, but it's number 2.
Number 2. Good try, though. All right.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Thanks for holding them out. I appreciate you. And for Kissimmee, Robin, good morning.
Morning.
Robin, we're looking for the best TV game show of all time.
Jeopardy.
Jeopardy is...
I was looking for what is Jeopardy. It's number 1.
Number 1, congratulations. Got a pair of tickets to see Chris Brown Saturday, August 2nd at the Raymond James Stadium.
Brown ticket.
Huh?
She's telling somebody she won.
Hello?
I'm sorry. I'm thinking of my daughter at school. She has an appointment, and I'm
Hello?
in the office.
I think she hung up. Hello?
Oh, no.
Hello? Darn, she hung
Can
up.
you hear me?
I guess we'll get another player. Hello? Are you there?
Can you hear me?
Hello? All right, let's go to another call. I'm playing, girl. She was starting cussing.
Yo, for real.
I know she's about to start cussing.
There-
All right, hold on. I can hear it in the voice, boy. She's ready to start cussing. All right, Brian, give us that top 10.
All right, number 10 is Who Wants to Be a Millionaire.
Okay, got that one
Number
on my
9 is Wheel of Fortune.
Yep.
8, Let's Make a Deal.
Mhm.
7, Hollywood Squares.
Yep, that was one I had on there.
Yeah, because that stuck around for a long
Yeah.
time. I saw a live taping of that back in
Yeah.
the day when I was in California.
Mm.
Number 6 is an old school one, Password.
Password.
I never watched that
What
one.
the heck is that?
Yeah, you had to like
Guess the word.
guess a word without using certain words.
Yeah.
It's-
Oh.
Number 5 is Pyramid. Every version of it, the 500,000, the 10,000, all that stuff.
$10,000. Yeah.
4 is Match Game. That's old school as well. The number 3, Family Feud. That's the dude who used to kiss everybody on the mouth.
Yes.
Yeah, he did.
Number 2 is Price is Right, and the number 1, Jeopardy.
Congratulations, Ray. There's nothing I can do.
Yeah.
There's nothing I can do. See, I'm not even worried. If Nerissa went first, I got a problem with that.
You know what I'm realizing? The second player to go is the safest spot.
Yeah.
Because you're likely to win
Yeah.
something
Yeah.
and not spin.
Well, you can gauge where we're going on the list. Because
Yeah.
if hers is wrong, then you're like, ooh, maybe mine's not right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think second is a good spot. Unless it's pretty like this, it was kind of obvious.
Yeah.
A little bit because the 2 people picked.
And as soon as she said, I'm like, oh,
Because
man.
if they didn't pick, if they wouldn't have picked Wheel of Fortune, you would have said Wheel of Fortune probably.
Yes. Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
you would have been ninth.
Uh-huh. The only reason why I said Family Feud is because I've watched it recently on that game show network.
And that was it.
And that guy was pervy.
Oh, the old one?
Oh,
Yeah,
the old one?
he is a
Wasn't it
pervert.
He was like tongue kissing
Richard Dawson.
people's wives.
Everybody got kissed. Everyone got kissed except the guys.
Yeah.
As soon as they walk up, how you doing?
He'd walk right over
On
to
the
him.
lips. On the
Oh
lips.
my gosh.
Every day.
Arm around the waist, on the lips.
That's what he did.
It was
All
like,
right.
wow.
Let's get out of here, y'all. It is 9:40. 9:44. Time for us to get out of here. Ray, what you got going on?
We are going to tour
Yes,
a
we
little
are.
place, which
We
is going
are.
to be fun for the
Yeah.
future. And
Mhm.
then just I have the kids this weekend. We're going to the farm on Sunday.
Mhm.
And then the Bowl-O-Rama charity event on Saturday that I'm doing with Brian.
Wow.
Yeah, that's at the Oviedo Bowling Center. I think there's a few of the pinball tickets left.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
And so you could play unlimited pinball and still get to be in there and meet all the local celebrities and everything. And that all benefits the charity that we had on
Rosie's Adventures.
earlier this week. Yeah, Rosie's Adventures. So.
But I also want to remind you the Central Florida Zoo is doing the zoos, or brews around the zoo.
It's a good time.
Yeah, and Wayne Dench, they just brought in some food for us, and it's so good.
Dude, if you don't drink, so you're like, oh, it's brews. No, the food, is
Holy
crazy
moly.
good. Oh my gosh.
Good times. Nerese?
I'm gonna go home and pray. Clearly,
ain't gonna help.
Listen to the podcast.
No. So I'm gonna get some work done here and then go straight to Homestead.
Yeah.
Which is deeper than Miami, and I gotta get there before 4:00. So just trying to get there in peace. And one piece.
Just relax. Don't rush it. And
Yeah.
and I'll mention this all the time. If you ever have a house burned down or something burned down, you're always cautious about something. And the fan on my oven won't turn off.
Oh gosh.
And so, it's not hot or anything. It's been running.
Yeah.
Normally, after about 3 or 4 minutes, it stops.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to run home, turn the breaker off, and come back. Meet y'all over there because I'm sure it's nothing.
Your
but it's-
housekeeper can't do it?
she didn't know how to. She didn't know what to
flip the breaker.
Flip the breaker. Yeah. So because you know how they had it tells you which breaker.
Yeah,
is
the
number
panel
one,
and it's labeled. Yeah.
And the person that wrote it is.
Oh my gosh. You
Yeah.
would think they're a doctor or a
All
2-year-old.
of them. No, for real.
Yeah.
All of them.
All of them.
It's like a 2-year-old or a doctor wrote it.
So I got to go figure it out, and then I'll meet you guys over there. Brian, what you got, bro?
Let's see some stuff around here, and then we're gonna have our little walkthrough meeting thing for some pretty cool stuff that we're doing. And then Saturday I'll be at the just called Mo Bowl-O-thon, Bowl-O-Rama with all the local celebs, and then on Sunday I'll be over in my hometown of Sanford for the giant food truck fiesta battle, 40 food trucks, and I get to judge that. So you can come on out.
Oh, we're out
Sunday.
this weekend.
Yeah, I told my
Goodness.
wife I got no time to rest until Monday, and then I'm back to work. So-
Wow. All right. Listen, we're going to hand this thing over to Ryan Seacrest. Have a beautiful weekend. Be safe. And starting on Monday, we're giving away $1,000 again right here on Johnny's House.
What up, everybody? We didn't talk to y'all today, and I fixed the YouTube. I think so. There was no issues today, no delay today. Because I'm the best there is. I possess excellence. Had to tweak some settings. I had to change some settings. I'm not sure how they got changed to begin with, but whatever. Computers. computers, what are you going to do? We're going to a place today to check out the logistics about doing another live show. That's what we're doing today. So nobody knows that but you guys. Little secret. No date on it or anything like that yet. Nothing certain. We're just going to see if this place would work. Keep that on the low down. Down low. No doubt. All right, I got to get a show done before I can leave for another city. So, peace.